Okay, all right, all right. So we'll go to the fourth case. The fourth case says when A is less than 0, B is less than 0. So that is second to the final case. Here, this A is less than 0 and B is also less than 0. What are we going to do? All right, so let's go to the third case. The third case says here A is greater than 0, but B is less than 0. Remember that in the second case that the only thing that remember that in the second case have that A is less than 0, while B is greater than 0. But here in the third case, A is greater than 0, B is now less than 0. So it is just the reverse of the second case. So I'm not going to be explaining anything here. Whatever you see in the second case, it's the same thing as in the third case, just that B there is less than 0 and A is greater than 0. Fine. Go to the fourth case. Fourth case here says that A is less than 0 and B is less than 0. So here, again, we have that A less than 0, B less than 0, which implies that negative A multiplied by negative B is going to give us a positive AB, because when a negative number multiplies another negative number, we end up having what? A positive number, which is greater than what? 0. So now again, absolute value of negative A is equals to what? A. And again, absolute value of A is equals to A. Let us have that in mind. Absolute value of negative b equals to b, which implies that absolute value of negative a multiplied by absolute value of negative b is going to give us what? A multiplied by b. So, and this that we have here, there is okay, here we have this thing that we have here, this absolute value of a, absolute value of b equals to this is also identical, is equivalent to this. So again, since b here is less than 0, absolute value of negative b is equals to b, which is equals to absolute value of negative b is equals to b, and also absolute value of b here is equals to b. So absolute value of negative b is equals to b, which equals absolute value of b. And again, a is less than 0, which implies that absolute value of negative a is equals to a, and absolute value of a itself is equals to what? A. So we can just say that absolute value of negative a is equals to a, which equals absolute value of a. So now it implies that when negative a multiplied by negative b is going to give us what? A positive ab, which is greater than 0. Then absolute value of this negative a and negative b is equals to what? AB, and is greater than what? 0. Therefore, we can now say that absolute value of negative a, absolute value of negative b is equals to what? AB. From this first one, that from this very first, from this one here, from this one here, absolute value of negative a, absolute value of negative b is equals to what? AB. Is equals to this AB. And from this second one that we are, from this very one here now, you see that absolute value of negative a, negative b is still equals to what? AB. So we can just equate all of them together by saying the absolute value of negative a, absolute value of negative b equals to AB, which equals absolute value of negative a, negative b. So thus, having considered this very condition, we can say that for all a and b in R, a less than 0, b less than 0, um, the condition is satisfied. Oh, there is a mistake I made here. I said a greater than 0. You can quickly go to the source and correct it. So a less than 0, to correct it and run the code. You see, we've corrected it. So now the last case here says when any of them equals 0. So find out when you multiply 0 by any number in this world, it's going to return 0. So definitely it's going to give you what? 0. So now absolute value of a, b is equals to absolute value of a, absolute value of b. So observe that if any of the two equals 0, so now when you come to a real number, we have the negative side, we have the 0 and we have the positive side. So we have considered these cases when any of the numbers, when any of the variable equals 0, and when any of the variables, when the two variables are positive, when the two variables are negative, and when any of them interchange. So those are the conditions that we have considered, and we have utilized and we have considered all the negative, positive, and non-negative, non-positive, which is 0. So with none other left to consider, we can be able to stand and say that the absolute value of A, absolute value of B equals absolute value of AB. For all A, can say that absolute value of AB, absolute value of A, absolute value of B equals absolute value of AB for all AB in R. Yeah, we can actually say that because we have considered all the cases left to consider. All right. Thank you. I remain on Certificate Katimoti. So in my next video, I'm going to be explaining this very example 3. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you.